Name is the upper echelon, she a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby. She the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. She got the smart, she got the heart, she got the confidence. Baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. 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 Name is the upper echelon, she a debater, baby. She can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby. She the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. She got the smart, she got the heart, she got the confidence. Baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated. Stupid can't play with smart. 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 Stupid can't play with smart.
Good morning. Good morning, loves. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hit that like button on your way in. I just got about an hour with you guys, and then I got to get to catching up on some work, but I did want to stop by because when I woke up this morning, I seen a lot going on YouTube. I'm like, wait a minute. What happened? What happened last night, y'all? Let me let y'all hear. Oh, while you got, if you hear noise in the background, y'all, I'm sitting in my island. This that's my dishwasher. But listen, if you guys are in here, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. That's also very important. Make sure that you hit the notification bell. And then if you would like to donate to my channel, why the hell not? I mean, come on, support my channel. Cash App pin at the bottom of the screen. $ UPP 1987. Okay, y'all, let's get into what did I wake up to? I heard that people was up last night going back and forth about restraining orders and whether or not they was in effect or whether or not they've been served and all of this going back. Listen. Okay, let's just do this because I want to explain something to y'all. But what I want to say first is I want to say in the state of Illinois, regardless if you're in court or not, if it's not officially served, it's not in effect. That's just it. It may be an active order, but it's not in effect until the person has been physically served, and that's just the truth. I mean, I don't know why y'all got to stop going back and forth. Let me tell y'all what these people doing. Let me just explain to y'all what these people are doing. Trina said, Amora better run me my Cash App. Girl, I heard y'all. Let me show y'all what I woke up to this morning. Hold on. Trina crazy, y'all. Listen, y'all, look.
Now, Amora, I'ma need
Excuse the siren.
We got the sheriff on the line. She think, girl, what the fuck? You what you think doing? Gaslight the sheriff? You ain't gonna gaslight the sheriff, boo. To try and give a word salad. Bitch, you heard what the fuck he said.
She said trying to give a word salad. Y'all, Trina is hilarious, y'all. Oh my God, hold on, look.
Unless the respondent served, it ain't in the bitch. You heard what the fuck he said. Run my money, bitch. Quit playing. Playing in these YouTube streets, bitch. I'm about the receipts in that month. Over there doing all that lying. Bitch, I need my money. Fucking lying ass.
She said trying to use word salads. Oh my God, y'all. I was on the floor this morning, y'all. I was asleep. I didn't know what was going on. But I don't watch her channel anyway, so I would have missed it anyway. But this morning I was on the floor. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, what y'all, at the end of the day, let me just say this. And this is not just for one person. This goes for anybody displaying this behavior, right? Understand, you have to understand when you've won. When you've won, you have to understand that you've won. I always say this, the winner never wants a rematch. The loser wants the rematch. The winner don't want a rematch because the winner don't need a rematch. We won already. We already won. There's no point in looking for or engaging in an argument, a debate, a dispute, a fight, or a back and forth with people who have been very, 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 very wrong for the past couple months. They have been it's nothing that they can do to change it. It's nothing that they can do to fix it. Everything that they said was going to happen didn't happen. Everything that we said was going to happen did happen. So what they're doing is they are embarrassed. You understand? You don't need to engage and debate with people who are living in delusion. As a matter of fact, to be honest with y'all, it's actually admirable. I mean, I've never seen it. It's actually kind of, it's impressive actually to see a group of people be so delusional and detached from reality and what's really going on that they have really actually convinced themselves that what they're saying is right. At the end of the day, y'all, and I ain't got that long, but I'm here to say this. At the end of the day, they are wrong. That not only do we think they're wrong, they have been legally proven wrong. There's no point in going back and forth with people who refuse to see what is in front of their faces. The judge has proved them wrong. The investigators have proved them wrong. The grand jury have proved them wrong. The state's attorney has proved them wrong. The bloggers in support of Romika have proved them wrong. Everyone has proved them wrong. We have been right. We won. We right. Justice for Romika. Is no point in going back and forth with these people. These people, no, and to be honest with you, this is not about, at this point, see, this is what it always turns into, especially when you are covering a story that eventually turns into a sector. It starts to be less about what it is that you're discussing and what you're fighting for, and it starts to become a thing where it's a team this, team that. So that's what happened in the last situation too. And in that last sector that I was in, it was obviously clearly one wrong side and one right side. I was on the right side. But when somebody knows that they have been wrong and they've been putting out information that's incorrect, and that they've been telling their supporters things that's not going to happen, selling dreams, writing fairy tales on their platforms, they're going to come back and try to back it up, sugarcoat, make it look good. At the end of the day, these people was running around the YouTube streets for about 2 months, almost 3 months, telling everybody that the case was closed. I mean, I got the screen recordings of all of them running around saying that the case was closed. If they were going to arrest her and charge her, they would have done it already. Do y'all remember them saying at that point, if I was a follower, I wouldn't even be listening to them no more. because you done gave me information that is completely wrong. I wouldn't even be listening to him. First of all, let me tell you, at first, I have already made the decision. I'm not even gonna listen to none of their channels, nothing that they talking about, because all of it is fake. It's not real. It's not. None of it is true. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. None of it is true. So, if you're gonna blog, you have to blog on the reality of what is going on. You have to, whether or not you agree with what's going on or what happened, you have to blog on the reality of it. The reality of it is not, oh, I don't want her to be in jail. The reality of it is she is in jail. The reality of it is I don't think that she did anything wrong. The reality of it is the judge and the jury and the state's attorney and the investigators say that they saw something that says that she did something wrong. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter if you say it a million times. The majority rules. The people said she was wrong. The investigator said she was wrong. The state's attorney said she was wrong. And the judge said she was wrong. It doesn't matter what you say. Matter of fact, they honestly could go live for the next, they can go live for the next 4 years crying about Holly being in jail, because she gonna be in jail for about 3 years. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. That's why I'm saying it's no point in arguing with these people, because this is going to be a very, very long, drawn out process. Meaning that if y'all falling into the trap of arguing with these people, then what's going to end up happening is yourself out, because you're going to be arguing for a few years. She is going to be the history of the way Illinois work is. They're going to put you in jail until trial. You're not in jail for a couple of months and trial starts like that. No, you're going to be in jail for a while. I told y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, but one of my homies from well, I ain't gonna tell you the whole background, but somebody that I was real close with shot 10. And I know y'all not from Chicago, so y'all might not know who I'm talking about. But basically, he was having disputes on the job. He worked at Navy Pier. After he got fired, he went back up to the job, killed the manager, and killed another one of the leads at the job. What he did was he changed his clothes after he did it, threw the gun inside of the lake, and got back on the CTA bus. He was apprehended and charged. This happened in early 2024. He's still in jail, y'all. He still hasn't even reached trial. Realistically speaking, regardless of what you want to happen, the truth is that you're going to be sitting there until trial begins. We have a long way to go before trial. And then, hold on, let's talk about this, y'all. We got these people on here say, oh my goodness, y'all. When I tell you to be honest, this is what y'all should do moving forward. Moving forward, y'all just look and laugh. Don't engage in the commentary and the comments. I'm not saying don't engage in the comments. What I'm saying is just look and laugh. You know it's not true, so why are you arguing back and forth with people that you know are not telling the truth? They're putting that they're hopeful for. That is not blogging. The truth is, the way that it works in the state of Illinois, once you get arrested and charged with first-degree murder, your ass is in there. You in the county, you in there. You in there waiting for. I heard somebody say that they was gonna let that girl go on December 23rd. Are y'all sick? I just can't even understand why somebody was put out some info. The girl the denial is at an all-time high. We at a certain point, those people, you guys, are just going to have to understand that they've been wrong from every angle. They said that at first they said that the girl wasn't going to be charged because if she was going to go to jail, they would have did it that day. Then they said it took long, which it wasn't even a long investigation, y'all. In Illinois, that was considered a quick investigation. I've seen investigations investigations be open for years. I've seen an investigation be open for over a year before. That's not a long investigation. So I'm sitting back listening to these people lying to because they don't live in the state of Illinois and they don't know no better. So they listening, oh yeah, you know, that's true. If it was closed, if they was gonna arrest her, they would have did it already. And I'm just listening like these people is crazy. But you just have to listen to it and just be, you know, ain't no point. They wrong. They're wrong. It's gonna be proven wrong. You know what I mean? They said that the investigation, that they were not going to lock the girl up. They ended up locking the girl up. Okay. They said the investigation was closed. The investigation was not closed. They said that Q had a video. Q never showed a video. Okay. They said that the girl was going at the day of the detention hearing. The girl didn't get out the day of the detention hearing. They said the girl wasn't going to be charged with first degree if she was charged with anything. She was charged with first. Now they saying that the girl is going to get off scot-free. She going to be let out. They're going to drop the charges. They're going to lessen the charges. And I'm telling you, they're not. Then they had the nerve to say that the judge just locked the girl up based off of what they heard on social media. Are y'all smoking crack? You do know that there's video out there, right? Y'all know that, right? I'm just letting y'all know that there is video that exists of the confrontation. Not just from one angle, but from several angles. It's not just a couple of witnesses that, you know, are giving varying different statements. There's a lot of witnesses. And I've confirmed this. There's a lot of witnesses like in the double digits witnesses. And I'm not lying to y'all. That is a fact. It is a lot of witnesses. It's witness statements that y'all ain't even heard yet. It's witness statements y'all haven't even heard yet. If the gist of this conversation, y'all, is that from day one, they've been wrong about everything. So why would we be arguing with people that have been consistently wrong about everything? Everything. If there is a trial, y'all, which I don't know that there will be, if I'm being honest with you, because like I said, if that girl want to take this to trial, number one, she gonna be sitting in jail for a very long time. She gonna be sitting in jail for a minute, and that's, I don't know. The county is rough, y'all. The county rough. So I don't know if the prosecutor. I'm not saying she's gonna be convicted of first degree, but I knew if you look at my old videos, if you look at my old, I have a live charges. I told you that what she did fits into the category of first degree unaliving. I told y'all that weeks ago. And what happened? Boom, first degree. I knew she was going to get first degree. I don't want to get too deep into it, but because I don't have a lot of time, I got to finish up some paperwork for my real job. Or I ain't going to say real, I'm going to say my other job. But I want to say this, y'all. I knew that she was going to be charged with first degree murder. And I did not base that off of because they typically overcharge, which in a lot of cases they do overcharge. I looked at the situation and I analyzed the situation. Not saying that anybody else is not qualified to do the same thing. However, I do have training in analyzing criminal behavior in criminal situations and victimology. I have a degree in criminal justice. I study criminal justice. I've went to several courtrooms and observed cases just for I know what I'm talking about. That situation, and I'm not saying nobody else does, because you don't have to go to school to know what you're talking about. Matter of fact, you could just have life experience and know what you're talking about. But we got to put out information that makes sense, y'all. Not only are we looking at the laws, but we're looking at the historical behavior of the state. And that's just not Illinois, that's any state. Even if you're talking about the state of Texas, the state of Georgia, whatever state you're talking about, you look at the laws and you also look at the historical background of how those laws are applied. That's how I knew that she was not going to get out of jail, because historically in Illinois with first degree murder, they do not release you up in your detention. They're going to detain you. They're going to detain you. I already knew it. There's nothing special about Quadasia Johnson that they're going to say, let's just release her. Oh, poor baby. poor baby, let's release Quadeja. No, she's just like any other motherfucker in the state of Illinois that murders somebody. You know how many people kill people in the state of Illinois and say it's self-defense? And it don't be self-defense. First of all, let me just say this, y'all. Let me just say this. At the information that we have present and available. What a wise person, and I'm gonna say that because that's my opinion, and I can say what I want on my platform, and nobody's gonna check me about it. In my opinion, when you have a situation like this that has not gone to, hey, everybody coming in, I'm running my mouth and I'm trying to get everything out in a certain amount of time because I don't have long. So I'm not being rude. But in a situation like this, right, where you see certain things, but you don't see everything. In a situation like this, it hasn't gone to trial. We don't have all of the facts. We don't have all of the information. Keep that in mind. However, in order to make come to a conclusion or develop a synopsis, you can look at the information that you do have available. That is what they teach you in criminal justice. Look at what you do have, not what you don't have. A lot of times, law enforcement does the same thing. Why do you think that people are able to be convicted of murder without even a body being present? A person can be convicted of murdering somebody even if they haven't found the body. Why? Because they're not looking at what they don't have. They're looking at what they do have. And that's what a smart investigator would do. So what do we have? Do we have the video? No, we don't. But what we do have is witness statements. What we do have is the autopsy. What we do have is the ballistics. We also have toxicology reports. We also have things that we've seen online from both ladies as far as their behavior. We have video of the viral incident that the aftermath. We hear what the witnesses are saying. We even hear what Carlos and Quadeja is saying. We have a lot of things that we can look at as evidence. We can put all of those things, line them up in a row. And then also we can look at that too as evidence, because one thing that we do have, listen, y'all, is witness statements, right? What is missing from a majority of what is missing from the statements that we have? Remember, we have some of the witnesses. A lot of y'all don't even know all of the witnesses. Well, I will say I know them, but I know how many witnesses there are. But there's a lot of them. But from the witnesses that y'all know of, there's something from their statements. I want somebody to answer that question in the chat for me. Now, we're going to look at what we have, but we can also look at what we don't have too. What is missing from the witness statements? Anybody know? Because I'm about to tell y'all in a minute. It's actually really, really important. And this is why I say, y'all got to stop arguing with people. The reason why it's ridiculous is because not only do we know that they wrong, they know that they wrong. Not only do we know that they've been wrong, but they know that they've been wrong. So there's no point in going back. So at this point, they're not even arguing the case anymore. They're just looking at the commentary that Romika Meek supporters put out, and then they pick over that. That's what they pick over that. Or they talk ever about the content creators. I had somebody tag me yesterday, like, girl, get a fucking life. There we go. Here's the answer here. We're missing a physical fight. We're missing a physical fight. Thank you, Frenchie. The chat is moving fast. We're missing a physical fight. So there's a lot of statements, but nobody is talking. Mika stole on Holly and Holly shot her. Nobody said that. Nobody has said it yet. So we're going to use our common sense, okay? And we're going to say, if I said the other day, in a case where someone is saying that they are pleading self-defense, you have dozens of witnesses that witnessed the shooting, but You don't have dozens of witnesses who witnessed the fight. It is asinine to think that people would witness the shooting and not witness the fight. In a case of self-defense, if someone is shot while defending themselves, it is very unlikely that the same witnesses would not have also witnessed the physical altercation. Why are so many people witnessing the shooting but not the fight? If the shooting was a result of being physically attacked, why didn't anyone see the physical attack? And I'm pretty sure, let me just say this on the record, somebody screen record this for me and send it to my inbox. I'm pretty sure there was a fight. I'm not denying that. I think it was a fight. Yeah, I don't think that it went down like how David said it went down, because he sat on the platform and said Romeo in the face and she shot. That ain't how it happened. I don't think so. That ain't how it happened. Because if it happened like that, the witnesses would have seen that, but they didn't. It's a lie. So, I ain't got a lot, but I got a lot of common sense though. So, even if it was a fight at site during the encounter between Holly and Romika, we still don't know who initiated the fight. That has to be determined. Also, if there was a fight between Holly and Romika, that still does not give her the right to shoot her. Also, let's get back to this. If there was a fight between Holly and Romika, it must have happened significantly earlier than the actual shooting. All of these witnesses are saying that they saw a physical altercation between Romika and Carlos. Nobody is saying that there was a physical altercation between Holly and Romika, meaning that the shooting that everyone witnessed was not a result of a physical assault. You cannot shoot somebody when no physical attack is happening. There is not only was the girl, I'm not going to sit up and argue with foolishness because it's foolish. Okay? That someone should have been shot in claim self-defense when we don't see any evidence of her being shot due to a physical altercation. There is no witness statement saying that. Even Holly didn't say that when the police got there, and she denied any medical help or assistance. I need y'all to think about this for a second, y'all. Think about what they're telling you. This is why you're not gonna see me in any of the chats. I'm not watching things that don't make sense. I'm not going back and forth about a restraining order. It doesn't even matter. Let me tell you how deep this goes. Even if restraining order was served, it still does not give Quadette to kill Romika. It still does not give her the legal right to kill. And it's so many people who are unable to comprehend simple information. Nowhere in the state of Illinois does it give you legal grounds to shoot someone because they broke an order of protection or a stalking no contact order. Your duty is to contact the authorities, not pull out your gun and shoot them. We've already come to the conclusion. It's not an assumption. We have already heard some of the witness statements. I haven't heard anybody say Romika was kicking her ass and she shot her. Nobody said that. It's a reason nobody said that. Then the Lulus are saying, well, it was a physical fight. The witnesses weren't there for all of it. It doesn't matter, goofies. Goofies. It doesn't matter if they were there for of it. They were there at the part that mattered. They were there when she shot her. That's the only part that matters. If the witnesses say that before she was shot, there was she was getting beat up and she shot her. That's how it should go in self-defense. You can't say she got beat up previously 2 minutes before, then Carlo holding her, then she went and got her gun, then she shot her. Got self-defense. What planet are y'all living on? What planet are y'all living on? See, when somebody knows they're wrong, they're going to try to talk about everything else that don't matter. Now we talking about Carlos had good peen. Now we talking about whether or not the restraining order was issued or not. We talking about jealousy and relations. Let's talk about September 8th. Let's talk about what happened on that day. And let's talk about how she didn't need to shoot. Let's talk about that. Because if any of y'all actually, hold on one second, I got a text. Hold on. If any of y'all actually think that y'all gonna get y'all ass whooped and then walk away and shoot somebody while they being after the fight, my dear, you're gonna be in jail right with Holly. You're gonna be in jail right with her. So many things that I want to say. I might come back tonight, but I just the main thing is the main thing. The girl, the witness did not claim that in the moment that Holly shot Romika, that she was being attacked or in any physical danger at all. At all. I don't want to hear nothing else about no restraining orders. I don't want to hear nothing else about no Facebook posts. I don't want to hear nothing else about no Instagram posts. I don't want to hear nothing else about no mutual friends. I don't want to hear nothing else about that bullshit. I do not care, and y'all shouldn't care. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Will some things be brought up in court? Yes. But the main thing is the main thing, my dear. What happened in the moment that you shot her, and why did you shoot her? Was it necessary? Because in the case of self-defense, is only one thing matter, baby. Did you have to shoot her, or did you want to shoot her? That is what we're looking at here. Did you have to, or did you want to? And it's looking like you wanted to. It's looking like you wanted to. The idea that this lady, these people so fucking stupid. I don't even know what else to say. It's just, and then, listen, if I call shit like I see it. That's why I say I don't even care no more. I'm gonna call shit how I see it. If somebody is saying something stupid, it's just stupid. Thank you so much, Tati, for that cash app. I appreciate your support, boo. If it's stupid, it's just stupid. Okay. For people to say that they charged that girl and the judge didn't look at any evidence, I just don't know. I just don't know what planet these people are on. I don't understand where these people getting their information from, what angle they're coming from. Like I told y'all, at this point it's given I'm embarrassed because I was wrong. So I'm trying to figure out anything else that I can talk about to make it look like I could be possibly right, and we wait for more information. It don't matter. The Holly supporters can wait for whatever information they want to wait on. At the end of the day, it don't matter what information they get in their hands. The people that need the proof and the information got it already. And that's why that stupid motherfucker is sitting in Cook County jail looking dumb than a motherfucker, because she thought that she got away with murder. It don't matter what y'all know. It don't matter what y'all seen. It don't matter what information y'all gonna get, because it don't matter. The judge and the prosecutors and the investigators and the state's attorney saw it to see. It don't matter what y'all believe. That's why I say stop going back and forth with these people. They just trying to argue because they embarrassed because they've been wrong. Everything they said has been wrong. I'm talking about putting liars up here to motherfuckers lying, talking about I showed a video for 1,000 subs. Like, come on, it's a circus at this point. It's a circus at this point. The motherfuckers was wrong. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, because they was wrong, they been wrong, and they still fucking wrong. Because can somebody tell me the significance of still talking about this restraining order? Because let me tell y'all something. At the end of the day, let's just put a scenario where the restraining order, let's just say the restraining order was served. Let's just play pretend and say the restraining order was returned. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Let's just say I'm checking this text message. Let's say the restraining order was served, y'all, right? Even in the event that the order was served, Quadeja Johnson still did not have legal right to use violence against Romika in any way, shape, or form. She is not allowed to provoke Romika. Okay. The Quadeja did not have legal right to use violence against Romika. Quadeja legally was supposed to call the police when she saw Romika. But this is not what is being reported. It is being reported. Can y'all still hear me? It is being reported that she went up to Romika's vehicle when Romika got into the vehicle. It's being reported that she was shouting out threats at Romika when Romika got in the vehicle and approached Romika's vehicle. This is what is being reported. How dare y'all say that these people are lying? Why in the world would y'all sit there and believe some bloggers that weren't even there and tell the people that were there that they wrong? Y'all got to make that make sense. That's not making sense. That's giving I want to be right. And I know that I'm wrong. And I'm embarrassed because I'm wrong. And I'm trying to bounce back from being wrong. It's over with, Bookie Butt. Y'all was wrong. Very wrong. Real wrong. You're still wrong. You're going to be wrong in the future. The girl going down. Period, point, blank, explanation point, question mark, comma. Y'all was wrong. Period. And like I said, in the case, even if she had won, even if Romika was served, which we know she was not, because it states it on legal documentation that she was not. Even if she was, though, Quadeja still, if Romika broke the law, Quadeja also broke the law when she didn't call the police. Well, we broke the law because she in jail, but she didn't call the police. It is not duty to make the decision not to call 911 and not to call law enforcement to report the violation, but to pick up a weapon and shoot somebody. And then when the police get there because somebody else called them, I have a restraining order. It don't work like that. Where y'all from? Actually, her violence against Romika becomes the new crime. Period. Holly Johnson has zero right to respond in any way with a weapon. Romika was unarmed. Romika did not have a weapon. She didn't have a gun. She didn't have a knife. She didn't have a box cutter. She didn't even have no pepper spray. If y'all don't think that that is going to be on the top of the list when the jury, the judge, and the prosecution is working on sending this motherfucker to prison for the rest, I ain't gonna say the rest of her life, but for a majority of her life, y'all are sick in the head. On the top of this, reason number one she shouldn't have shot Romika is that Romika didn't have a weapon. There was no proportionality in the situation at all. Number two, she engaged in the altercation. She did not fight Romika and then shoot her, because if it happened that way, the witnesses would have seen both occurrences. Nobody saw the fight, but everybody saw shooting. Make it make sense. That means that the fight didn't happen around the same time that the shooting happened, Bookie Butts. Meaning she was not in any physical danger that time, Bookie Butts. Why do we need, do I gotta draw a diagram for y'all to understand? Do I need to make a bulleted list, an outline? What is it that y'all not getting? Bookie, the witnesses didn't see a fight. The prosecution is going to drive that home. The judge ain't no fool. As a matter of fact, the judge that detained, that agreed that she needed to stay detained because she was a threat to the community, used to work in the state's attorney's office. Use your good sense that God gave y'all. In what situation have y'all ever seen, would you ever think of seeing someone be shot due to self-defense, but nobody sees the fight? Except for the cameras, maybe. It's not making any sense, you guys. The girl overreacted, over-responded, overkill. I could even see if she didn't engage with Romika, but it's being reported that she approached Romika's vehicle several times. That she shouted out threats to Romika. She was not an innocent in this. It was being presented, and the story went like this. Holly Johnson was putting her baby in the car. Romika sped up, double parked, jumped out, snatched Holly up, started beating the shit out of her. And in the middle of her getting her ass whooped, Holly pulled her gun out and shot her. That would be an open and closed case. No argument needed. Clearly self-defense. Because even though proportionality didn't exist, it would make more sense that you felt that your life was in danger. At least you could argue it. But that is not how the story went. As a matter of fact, the stories that we've heard say nothing about a physical altercation. The only time we're going to hear about a physical altercation is possibly when the videos come out, and then we may see Holly getting her ass whooped, maybe. But it's very important to note that none of the witnesses saw it. If you come in my courtroom and you say that you witnessed a situation with a person that says that she defended herself by shooting somebody, it was self-defense. The first thing that I'm going to ask is the witnesses. If the witnesses say no, and then I say, well, did you see the shooting? And they say yes, I'm going to be concerned about that. Well, how didn't you see the fight, but you saw the shooting, but the shooting was a result of the fight? I don't understand. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second, you guys. Let me take this. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. All right. All right. You're welcome, Bubba. So what I was saying was, if you come in my courtroom and you say, I saw, or if somebody comes in my courtroom and says yes, or let's just say this, okay, I'm the judge. Hanson says, I shot her because I felt like my life was in danger. I have a restraining order, and I was in fear for my life. Okay, why were you in fear for your life? Because she attacked me. Okay. Then I'm gonna call the witnesses up. Witnesses, did you all witness the shooting? Yes, we did, Judge. Okay. Did you witness the fight? No. Well, I thought that Miss Johnson said that she shot her because she was being attacked. Oh, well, we didn't see a fight. We just saw her shoot her. Oh, well, where was she? Standing next to Romika? No. Oh, well, Miss Johnson, I thought you said that you shot her because you were being attacked. Oh, well, she had attacked me before, and my boyfriend had her in a headlock, and so I thought she might attack me again, so I shot her. Witnesses, is that what you all saw? No. Well, what we actually saw was she was in a headlock. She broke free from the headlock. She took 2 steps back, and Holly shot her. And y'all are wondering why she's in prison? I mean, not prison. Let me not get too far ahead of myself. Now that part is coming. She's in jail. Why do y'all think she's in jail? Why do y'all think she's in jail? This is the most foolish shit I've ever seen in my life. I just cannot even believe that it's really people on here advocating for a fucking murderer. Because that's what she is. She's a fucking murderer. Not only is she a murderer, but guess what else? She participated in the back and forth. That's what I would. Let me find my notes. Hold on, y'all, because I got to get off here in a minute. But where's my book bag? Hold on. Shit, where's my? Hold on, y'all. Where's my? I don't know what I did with it. Here you go. Hold on. Okay. For the Delulus that are saying that the judge didn't see none of the evidence, the judge has to see some of the evidence, crazy people. The judge has to see some of the evidence in order to keep her detained. What do you think he's keeping her detained for? I'm saying he saw everything, but he saw enough to say she cannot be released. She's a danger to the community. He saw something. Y'all do know that the video is out there, right? Y'all do know that the video exists, that there's more than one, and people have seen the video. Y'all know that, right? The people that need a video seen the video. Now, I'm not going to go too far into it, but y'all do know there's video out there. Do y'all think that the family would have seen the video, but the judge didn't see the video? Do y'all think that? So y'all sitting up here telling me y'all don't think the judge saw the videos? If the videos exonerate, this video that Holly supporters are waiting on to magically drop, which let me just say, I don't think that they're going to put those videos out anyway. The only time that I've seen historically videos be dropped in situations where, you know, someone is unalive is when there's a clear determination of who was right and who wrong. Because if they throw it out there while it's up in the air and people are divided about what they believe happened, it's going to cause an uproar. The situation hood, that was, they already knew that they was going to let Carlisha and her son, they were going to drop them charges. They knew that already. Trust me. It was very clear that that was self-defense. Very clear. If they know a person is completely guilty, drop the video. Show it to the community. Let them know why this motherfucker in jail. But in this situation, they haven't dropped it yet because there's going to be a trial. The video now is part of evidence. So let me tell y'all, right? For y'all to say the judge did, are y'all crazy to believe that the judge, this is not the judge that's going to preside over the I'm sure this is not the judge that is going to preside over the actual trial if one happens. Let me just throw that out there. But however, this judge is the one making the determination whether or not this girl deserves to sit in jail trial. So he saw or read something that made him say, wait a minute, no, she ain't getting out. No. And the only way she will get out is if some new, fresh evidence is presented to say, oh, let her out, drop the charges or lessen the charges. That can happen, but I don't see that happening. If there was some evidence to exonerate her, or if there was evidence to where the charge could have been lowered, that would have been done during a detention hearing. It just don't work like that. They don't have a detention hearing, and then the attorney says, yeah, I got this information that could really get you your charges dropped or lowered, but we're going to wait until December 23rd. Are you crazy, y'all? There's something wrong with these. There's something really wrong. Either something wrong with these people. I don't know, but I had to get my notes because what time is it? Oh, it's only 9:08. Okay, so this judge, let me tell you what the judge said. That this is what I was told from my source. The judge actually, this is another reason it's actually comical that these people are going back and forth about this restraining order. I'm just not even going to engage, you guys. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So the judge says that he read from the TPO and he agrees. This is the part that's going to kill it, y'all. The judge says that even though that's right, exactly. I know that judge is not going to be presiding over the trial if one happens. However, I do believe that most judges would say the same thing. This judge said, I read them the TPO and both parties argued. In other words, both parties are guilty of arguing and antagonizing each other. Even though Quadesia is the one with the paperwork, the judge and the prosecution have the common sense to look at it and review it and say, yes, you have the paperwork, but historically, the documentation shows that you and this young lady have argued and fought verbally and through social media with each other. They are acknowledging court the day of her detention hearing. It was acknowledged Romika was not the aggressor before September 8th. It is being acknowledged that Romika was not bullying Holly. What was acknowledged in a court of law is that they were both going back and forth with each other. So y'all can get on here and try to villainize Romika till y'all assholes fall out. The courts have already determined that your girl Holly is not an angel. The courts have already determined that y'all's queen is not an angel. So like I said, they can get on here all day until Jesus come back. It doesn't matter. That it don't matter what y'all say. It don't matter what the bloggers say. It really don't matter what Holly support. It don't matter what I say, but it really don't matter what Holly supporters say, especially because them motherfuckers been wrong since the beginning. Okay, now what else did the judge say? The judge also said, did you even under a question? The judge questioned her and said, did you understand your concealed to carry class when you took it? This is what the judge is asking. This is what I was told. The judge also mentioned if you had an order of protection when you saw Miss Meeks, why didn't you call 911? The judge went on to ask, according to my source, who is, now I ain't gonna say, well, according to my source, the judge also went on to say, while she was in a headlock, why didn't you call the police? The judge also said, after the first shot, why didn't you call the police? These are the things that the judge is asking. It don't matter what the bloggers are saying. The bloggers are selling y'all a dream, and I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Those are selling y'all a dream. The bloggers are in denial because they're embarrassed that they've been wrong about the situation since day one. So because they embarrassed, they on here trying to rectify. They trying to fix it because they know that they've been telling y'all some bullshit a couple 2-3 months now. The truth of the matter is, in court, this is not how it was presented in court. This is not how the judge is interpreting the situation. This is not how the prosecution is interpreting the situation. I'm almost sure this is not how the jury is going to interpret the situation. Just because she had a documentation, got a restraining order, does not mean that she is the victim here. And it don't mean she was the victim. She damn sure is not dead. So she wasn't the victim on September 8th. Only people crazy enough to get up on here and defend this girl is Ari Williams and these highly supporting bloggers. Everybody else see the truth. Half of the highly supporters see the fucking truth. They just in denial about it. They just don't want to have to come on their platform and say, shit, I fucked up. Yeah, that motherfucker was wrong. Y'all just wait. If it's a trial, if the trial does happen and they don't offer her a plea, and they may not offer her one, if they confident in anything that they have, if they don't offer her a plea, the trial gonna knock y'all's motherfucking socks off. I'm telling you now, the trial is gonna knock y'all's socks off. Let me show y'all something. I thought I'm telling y'all now, good one. It ain't even a trial for me no more. I already know how this shit finna go. I just want to see the expressions on her supporters girl get sentenced. That's what I want to see. But one thing, even though I personally dislike that, one thing that they're doing is of the relationships very close to the time that Romika was unalive. There was something going days before Romika was unalive between her and Carlos. Going on. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. I know semi probably. I don't know. I know she had a new boyfriend, Carlos, or whatever the case is. But something was going on. Hold on one second, because I listen to any of the live streams in support of because I'm just not. I just can't sit through the delusion. But what I will say is, if this is gonna get nasty, you know, between the size and everything like that, y'all just gotta y'all have to keep in mind the reason why stupid, because they've been telling their supporters that girl wasn't gonna get charged. Now they're making up another lie and saying that the only reason that she's charged is because of social media pressure. I mean, come on. The other day, let me see if I can pull it. Let me see. Don't start acting crazy now. Computer. I think my computer is tripping. I'm trying to pull. I don't think that it's showing. Let's see. Y'all, can y'all hold on. Let me see. Can y'all still hear me or real quick? I'm trying to fix something. Hold on, let me do this. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Y'all can hear me? Okay. I'm surprised y'all can still hear me because it wasn't on my screen. I'm trying to pull something up, but I think when I tried to pull it up, something happened. Hold on, let me see if I could. I don't want to try and then it freeze on me again. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna try one more time. Let me see. Let's see if it works. Let me read the comments while it's pulling up. Some of these content creators trying to play both sides. You and Cold Piece remain reporting facts and evidence with integrity. Christy. Let's see. Don't start acting up on me now. Pull it up because I don't know what's going on. My starting to act up. I guess that means it's time for me to get off. I guess that's a sign because I do got stuff to do. But pull up was I was getting ready to show you guys the post that Romika put on Facebook just maybe like 12 or 13 days before she was unalive. Now I initially thought that had happened a year prior. August 20th of 2024, but someone actually contacted me and corrected me. I had given the wrong information. That post was actually made this year, so that means that it happened days. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay. That means that it happened days prior, maybe 2 weeks or so prior before she was unalive. So the post basically said, like, how long does it take for a baby daddy to get over their baby mama? That's very telling. That shows that something was going on between those two right before she was killed. It also, I can remember an interview that the mom had with the news where she said, like, the school the school staff said that he had been coming up to the school harassing Romika, trying to fight with Romika. The co-workers have said this girl had to park her car blocks away from her job because she didn't want him to know that she was there. They had something going on recently close to the time that she lost her life. Coincidence? I don't know. That's kind of weird. That they was not in a good space. They may have prior been dealing with all like the pictures from Christmas and everything like that. And I know that Romika's son was with them at a certain point, but that doesn't mean that they were really good. And if they were good at that time, they were just trying to get good because something was happening where they were with each other. Because when you look at her social media, she's saying things about him. When is the baby daddy gonna get over the baby mama? I'm tired. I'm sending text messages to the family group text thread. I'm sick of being afraid of him. I'm done being scared. I'm tired of being scared. So something was happening between Carlos and Romika around the time that she was killed. I just find it kind of weird that they was going through whatever it was that they was going type of illness they was going through, and then days later she was killed by Holly. I don't know. Sometimes you don't have to directly tell somebody, hey, go shoot her for me, go kill her for me. But you can, and people do this shit all the time. You can call it triangulation, you can call it whatever you want. Sometimes A person will purposely pump hatred or negative things about a person to you so that you can feel the same person that they do. That way you don't have to do the dirty work. They can do the dirty work for you without you having to directly say, hey, do my dirty work. Because I can pump so much into your head, I can convince you so bad that this person is horrible that I don't have to do anything to them, because now you share the same hatred that I share. Some people are good manipulators like that. I can get into your head to the point where I can make you hate this person just as bad as I do, to where I'm smart enough not to think to that person. I'm smart enough not to harass that person. I'm smart enough not to murder that person, but I know you're not. I know your dumb ass is not smart enough to keep it kosher. I know your dumb ass not smart enough to not say nothing. I know your dumb ass gonna want the smoke, and I know your dumb ass, I'm not. So let me find a goofy to pump the hatred into all the horrible things that this one did to me. I'm gonna talk about their character. I'm gonna make it seem like they the worst in the world, and I'm just they did this to me, they did that to me, type of person they are. And this is what they do on a basis, and this is what they do, and this is what they do, to the point where you have manipulated this third party believing that this person is horrible and they are deserving of whatever it is that they get. Yeah, that's manipulation. Sometimes you don't have to say, hey, I want you to die. I want you for me. I want you to hate this person. I can pump it into your head. If it's really a gift, actually. It's actually a gift. But you can decide to use it for good, decide to use it for evil. Because I personally have the gift myself. I mean, I could sell salt to a slug, baby. I could sell water to a whale. Period. I really could. But I use it for good, not evil. Now, if I wanted to use it for evil, I would find me a goofy to manipulate and do my dirty work. But I'm not evil. But if I was, and that was the type of person, it would be very easy. If I had a target, that I wanted to do something to, but I didn't want to get in trouble for it, it would be very easy for me to find a goofy and convince that goofy that this person is horrible and they deserve whatever it is coming to their motherfucking ass. But I'm just not the dummy that's going to do it. And I don't have to directly tell you to do it either. And that's how he's going to probably stay out of jail, out of prison. He probably is. I'm not saying he don't deserve to be there, but he might stay out. Who knows? He found a lick. He found him a goofy. I'm about to end this live, but that's one thing I do want to say moving forward. Manipulators like that, because a manipulator like that will have you in a world of trouble, especially if you're not a strong-minded person. I myself am very strong-minded. Nobody can make me hate anybody. Nobody can pump anything into my head to feel anything about a person if I don't feel that way. I observe a person, and I create my own conclusion of who I think that person is. Can't nobody make me say this person is a bad person just because you think they're a bad person. That's what happened in the situation. Now, we have people that are easily manipulated, very easily manipulated. And Holly was one of those people, in my opinion. Suburban Nunu, goofy, ran across a slick city nigga that found him a goofy to kill his baby mama. That's what I believe. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it. So, I mean, that's what I see, baby. I'm from the city of Chicago. I know a goofy bitch when I see one, and I know a city slick, nickel slick, think he's slicker than grease, ass, scamming ass, nigga. Because they from two totally different worlds. I can look at them and see by looking at them. To be honest with you, I'm not team Holly, not even a little bit, okay? But Holly had no business being with Carlos. I'm just keeping it real because she's not from that world. She is not from that world. She's trying to be from that world. Y'all saw the ass y'all saw them goofy ass what is TikToks and shit she was doing. I'm gonna pull out the chopper. But girl, sit your suburban and you don't know shit about that. Nothing about that life. Nothing about that life. And that's why she did what she did. We don't know nothing about that life. She don't know nothing about law. She don't know nothing about the court process. She doesn't know anything. She's young, dumb, goofy, and sheltered and suburban. And she should have stayed her ass in Des Plaines. And she shouldn't have been out here in Chicago. Unexperienced on the street running around with a damn scammer. Because that's what he is. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. A scammer, a thug, a felon. She should have stayed her ass in Des Plaines and found her a good boy out there. But you brought your unexperienced green ass out here to the city of Chicago and it you in Cook County jail. Now, a real motherfucker gonna tell you the truth. The truth is that she shouldn't have been out here. Period. And then he done knocked her ass up twice. I'm telling you, y'all talk to y'all daughters because from what I see, the influences that she has in her life is the reason where she is right now. Because I see elders and aunties sitting up online sharing her OnlyFans page. What type of auntie would share your OnlyFans? No auntie that I know of. No auntie of mine. Ain't no good example older woman in your family gonna be condoning that bullshit and sharing it. I see what to her happened to her. She don't have no guidance. None. She ain't had no business with that nigga. Come on, let's be honest here. If we gonna tell the truth, let's tell. She should have stayed her ass out there in this plane out there and stayed her ass out there selling them eyelashes or whatever. I know she went and got her criminal justice degree and focused on her. But no, she wanted to play. She wanted to get out here in these streets and play around too. Because the streets of Chicago ain't nothing nice. And the people, there's nothing nice at all. I heard somebody put on their Facebook while it was pertaining to me because I had took my gun to when I had went to go see the crime scene. Motherfucker, of course I took my gun to go see the crime scene. Of course I did. Is the streets of Chicago that bad to where you gotta take a gun just to go to the crime? Yes, it is actually. You come out here and see for yourself. Come out here and see for yourself and see how bad it is. Of course I took my gun to the crime scene. Goof, truthfully, if I'm on live telling everybody I'm gonna be at the crime scene tomorrow, so people know where I'm gonna be at. So if somebody run up on me, pull out the chopper, like Holly said, fuck is you talking about? Somebody run up on me with a weapon, I'm gonna pull out the chopper. Fuck is you talking about? Educated, social worker, none of that matters at that point. I'm gonna chop your, I'm gonna chop your period, point blank. I hate that whole thing, that bullshit. Oh, Holly supporters, they believe in self-defense. Run up on me with a gun and see whether I'm in self-defense. I bet you it'd be you and not me. I bet you it'd be you and not me. Run up on me with a gun and see if I don't believe in self-defense. But what I'm not gonna do is shoot her. There's my size, my height, my strength level. I'm not doing that. They don't have a weapon. The fuck? I heard, oh yeah, they don't believe in self-defense. So run up on me with a gun and see whether or not I believe in it. Run up on one of my kids and see if I don't believe. Sound fucking crazy. What I believe in is a stupid bitch that was engaging with another woman, going back and forth and tagging, making videos online, doing shit to get her ass beat. And then when the day of reckoning comes, she shoot her ass scary. Stop talking shit then. She did the same thing on the scene. The day she killed her, she was talking shit. The witnesses said she was walking up to her car after Romika got in the car, was talking shit. That's what I don't agree with. I agree with self-defense. I'm for self-defense. I'm for defending yourself. I'm 100% for carrying your weapon at all times to defend yourself. However, what I don't agree with is baiting someone to run up on you so that you can shoot them. That's not self-defense, fool. That ain't self-defense. Not when witnesses are saying they seen her walking up to that girl's car and threatening her, knowing that the girl was unarmed, knowing that she was armed, knowing that she already had the upper hand, and if she came anywhere near her, she was going to blow her shit back. That's not self-defense. That's a setup. The fuck? Don't question me. I had a motherfucker tag me on Facebook questioning me on whether I believe in self-defense because I have my gun. Do you believe in self-defense because you're fighting for Romika, but you had a gun on the crime scene? Motherfucker, run up on me with a gun and see if I believe in self-defense. Let's play. Fuck is you talking about? Now I get on here and talk. I've been very educated. I know my shit, and I can be very classy. But the Chicago do out sometime. Now run up on me with a gun or any weapon and see whether or not I believe in self-defense. The choice is yours. Blue pill or red pill. Which one you choosing? The fuck? I just don't just be lying. You know what I'm saying? Just be getting on here lying. Upper said that Holly shouldn't have had her gun. Upper never said Holly shouldn't have had her gun. Upper did not defend herself, and that what she did is not considered self-defense in my eyes, and now in the eyes of the state of Illinois. I never said she shouldn't have had her weapon. I said she used it wrong, and she did. And she did. And the state of Illinois said she did. Now, y'all motherfuckers can go live and debate till, like I said, your booty holes fall out. The bitch is still in jail. Now, who don't like how I'm talking? It is what it is. But please don't get on this motherfucker lying on me. I never said she shouldn't have had her. Anybody that has a license has a right to carry whenever they want to carry. However, it has to be used correctly. That's what the classes are for. It don't matter how you don't hear and defend her and gaslight people. What she did was wrong. What she did was illegal. And before I end this live, the biggest we have to remember, y'all, is that in the time in which, girl, the witnesses did not witness a physical altercation. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Why nobody seen the fight? If I'm shooting somebody because I'm getting beat up, why the fuck see me getting beat up? That means that I didn't get beat up nowhere around the time that I shot her. That means I'm going to jail. That I'm getting a girlfriend. She's getting ready to be a coochie muncher. Coochie's in a minute. She's not getting out. That's what that means. So go pray about it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The girl is not special. She's being punished for what she did, just like anybody else would be punished. I don't know if you think she's Queen of the Nile, Queen Elizabeth, who y'all think she is, that y'all think that she deserves some sort of special treatment, but she's being treated like any other resident of the state of Illinois that commits a murder, and self-defense is not clear, because it's not clear. There's some questions that need to be asked. Who is that? I am trained. Let me get up off here, y'all. I wasn't expecting to be. I said I was gonna do 1 hour. How long I've been on here? Okay, team. Hold on, guys. But shout out to who is this? I feel like this is Ma Deuce. Thank you, Ma Deuce, for that cash app. I'm looking at the comments, y'all. Why can't we sit down and talk to each other? I don't know. That's crazy. I just don't like being lied on. You know what I'm saying? I never said that I didn't believe in self-defense. So if y'all body's platform and hear anybody lie on me and say Upper don't believe in self-defense, tell them that they lying on me. Okay, I said that. Huh. Baby, look, listen. If somebody running down on you with a weapon and they have the capability of life, you have every right to chop their ass down. You heard me? Every right to chop their ass down. But what I'm saying is, no man allowed to antagonize somebody and then shoot them. No ma'am. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in antagonistic behavior. I don't believe in that. No, I don't. I don't. It's a privilege to carry a weapon. You don't carry a weapon because you don't like what somebody said to you, and then shoot them because you don't. They said to you, or you don't like them because y'all got history. You know how many people will be dead if I could just shoot somebody because we got history? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, main points that I made today that I want to re-emphasize before I end this is the bloggers that support Holly, they was wrong as hell, and they gonna be wrong. So going back and forth with some wrong motherfuckers this proven to be wrong. Then number two, the other point I was making, so don't let me find y'all arguing with these niggas, okay? Don't argue with them back and forth because it don't make no sense, because they're just mad. So don't argue with them. Number two, when it comes about the restraining order, I don't even have the debate no more, because at the end of the day, if the girl wasn't served, which the documentation shows that she was not served officially, that means it wasn't in effect. There's nothing more to argue about. The courts say that she wasn't served. So don't argue back and forth with the bloggers, okay? Because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're not the courts, okay? Number three, the other thing we covered, even if she was served, Holly or Quadeja Holly Johnson still did not have legal right to kill her over a restraining order. That is not what the law is. The law does not give the petitioner the legal right to kill someone because the restraining order was violated. Don't work that way. Number four, the judge didn't believe her motherfucking ass, nor did the prosecution, the state's attorney, or because I want y'all to remember this before I end it too. Nobody believes her. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the content creators are saying. The people that actually looked over the evidence, reviewed the evidence, are saying that she's not innocent. These are the people that saw the video. These are the people that reviewed all of the evidence, talked to every single last witness. These people don't believe Quadeja. So it doesn't matter what the people that never seen anything believe. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. They didn't see it. You can't tell the people that saw that they're wrong. The investigators saw the evidence. So what Holly supporters are saying is that the investigators are wrong, the state's attorney is wrong, the prosecution is wrong, the judges are wrong. Everybody is lying on Holly, child. Everybody lying on Holly, and Holly is innocent. And Team Holly is right, even though they ain't seen not a lick of shit. They right, and everybody that saw is wrong. Not only that, but the witnesses that were there on scene, they're wrong too. They lying too. So everybody lying on Holly. You just can't even take the shit seriously at this point. So the point of me going live was ignore that bullshit. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know, they trying to save face because they've been wronged in a motherfucker. And that's just it. That's just it. Just ignore their ass and watch the content that you know that you agree with. Watch the content that you know makes sense. Don't listen to shit if it don't make sense. If it don't make sense, don't subscribe. Don't pay attention to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going, like, somebody tried to get me to step out of character yesterday, and shit was funny because it was a lie. You cannot upset me with a lie. You can't tag me in a post and say you don't believe in self-defense, but you had a gun at the scene of the crime. You can't bait me with a lie because that's not true. I never said I didn't believe in self-defense. You're a motherfucking liar. If you ever say I said that, you're a fucking liar. You's a liar from the pits of hell. If you ever say that I said that, because I didn't. Show me the screen recording where I ever said in self-defense. You can't, because I never said it. So a lie is not going, you can't get me in there. Now, if you want to debate me, you have to debate me with the truth. You can't debate me with a lie. Now, if you got some truth, come holler at me. Other than that, please move around and stop fucking in bullshit. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off here because it's almost 10 o'clock and I gotta go. that donated to my channel. It was, my Deuce, and thank you so much for that. Thank you for everybody that participated in the chat. I appreciate you for coming and listening to me and giving your thoughts and opinions. Oftentimes I go back and look at the chat after my live is over because I just be running my mouth and not looking at the comments. I'm gonna try to do better with that. And make sure that y'all, if y'all didn't, y'all should have done it already, but if y'all didn't like the video, then or the live stream, make sure that you go back and hit that like button for me and hype me up too. Hype me up after the live stream is over. Make sure you're subscribed if you're in the bushes, because whether you agree with me, I'm right. And that's it, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love y'all to the moon and back. Good day on purpose. And I will see you guys, if not tomorrow, then Saturday. All right, y'all. Peace.
I got a lady. Hey, name is the upper echelon, she a debater. Baby, she can give it to you straight, no chaser. She got the smarts, she got the heart, she got the confidence, baby, she the upper echelon. You know you intimidated.